Sholom Wargon é um artista que conta histórias de vidas diferentes através da sua arte. Tudo começou quando a sua esposa, Ermínia Tonelli, faleceu. Muito triste, ele quis mostrar ao mundo o quanto ela era especial. Com o tempo, criou o projeto Immigrant Story, que partilha as histórias de imigrantes no Canadá e já foi exibido em várias bibliotecas na região da GTA.
Well, it started with a memorial exhibition. It was a tribute to my late wife, Ermínia Tonelli, who passed away in 2017. A number of people who came to the exhibition came up to me and said, "This is my story. Your wife's story is my story." So because it resonated with so many people, it got me to thinking, for my next project, what can I do that will enable other immigrants to share their stories rather than it just being about my wife and her story. And it just kind of grew organically from there. It started with one story, and then other people approached me. I approached friends, a few relatives. I developed a website, immigrantstory.ca. It took me 2 years to develop the website, and then I started exhibiting publicly in 2021. So I've had 6 major exhibits now.
Sholom Wargon conta a história destas pessoas com fotos e textos. Inclui imigrantes portugueses e as dificuldades que enfrentarem para chegar ao Canadá e construir uma nova vida com muito trabalho e sacrifício.
Immigrant Story consists largely of narratives, stories that are written by me and by other contributing writers about individuals and families who immigrate to Canada or who have immigrated to Canada. And, a handful of pictures are included. And with my background in newspapers, I make the whole thing work in a larger-than-life format. The story is first published on our website along with a brief animation of the subject's journey to Canada on our origins page. And then when I can hold an exhibit, when I find the right venue, then I whatever stories haven't been printed and framed, I print them, I frame them, and I display them at the exhibit along with other related content.
O artista explica a pesquisa e as perguntas que faz a cada família para poder criar uma peça de arte que conta a sua história de vida e alguns dos momentos mais especiais.
As you work your way through the basic details, then episodes come to mind, and it's my job to relax the subject to the point where they feel they can speak freely. I mean, it's not really. This is not somebody's full life story. It's a snapshot of their life, but we're looking for the highlights, the wow moments, not just the mundane details. So it's my job to relax the person I'm speaking with to the point where they, remember exciting moments, sad moments, joyous moments. That's what holds the story together. The one similarity is obstacles to overcome. Everybody has to overcome some kind of obstacle. A lot of people come with little or no money, little or no ability to speak the language, namely English. And, a lot of people immigrate to Canada because there aren't the work opportunities in their country of origin. But also, I get a lot of people saying, well, my story is nothing special, and that's not true. Everybody's story is special. I mean, some people look at the stories of people who've escaped from war-torn countries, or people who are survivors of the Holocaust or other conflicts, and they feel that their story is unimportant by comparison. But that's never true. And I defy anyone to reflect on their immigration experience for more than 60 seconds without some fantastic event springing to mind or funny event. It's all there.
Outra parte especial das suas exposições é um livro onde os visitantes podem deixar uma mensagem para o artista ou partilhar a sua própria história de imigração.
The first thing I do when I walk into the exhibition is I check the guest book, see who's written what, and the messages vary anywhere from one or two lines saying, great exhibition, loved seeing it, wonderful stories, to a full page to several pages. I had somebody write a 5.5-page message the other day in the book, just sharing their own experiences, their own immigrant experience in two different languages.
Sholom Wargon destaca a emoção que os familiares e amigos sentem quando veem alguém da sua família em destaque numa das suas obras. Algo que confessa ser muito especial para si como artista.
That's just about the best part for me, because people get very emotional, they cry, they jump up and down, and they laugh, and it's a real emotional release, and actually even people who've seen their story published online, which is gratifying for them, there's another higher level of gratification that they seem to get when they see it actually printed. And actually, I get a lot of people, when I say, all of the stories you see here in the gallery, you can read online, and they say, yeah, but I like reading them in person. There's something about the tactile experience of being able to have the story panel in front of you that just works for a lot of people.